Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. I'm just over here because I have to talk about this Nigerian man. Okay, I'm very sorry to disappoint you guys. If you are expecting this man to be deported, he is not going to be deported. Okay, if you are gonna be deported, this would have happened many years ago. Immediately, he filed for his citizenship and he was denied, and they gave him the reasons why he was denied. If there was any issues with his green card, it would have been revoked at that time. Okay. Now, the reason why you want citizenship is because green card can be revoked like that, quick like that. All right. But then when you have the citizenship, it is, it's a little bit of a process for your citizenship to be canceled, right? Um, the only thing I don't know why he keeps wanting the citizenship. I mean, the the main thing that I see people, going for citizenship is because you want to vote. You want to be able to participate in elections and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't look like he has not been able to do business with his green card, right? Looks like he has been doing great. Okay, he's making money even with his status that he has right now, which I'm thinking it has to be a green card because green card is the last process prior to you becoming a citizen. Uh, and I have to tell you this. Whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, the bullshit that he did in the 80s, you cannot, it cannot fly right now. You're not going to be deported. And then you think that you're going to come back with a fake name in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks that the immigration has become so strict. If you guys think that now Africans, oh my gosh, so this is what they do. Oh my gosh, Africans will come here and then go back home and then they'll be deported and then they can come back after two. No, we don't. We cannot. We cannot even do that because now they take your biometrics. Now they take your thumbprint. So you cannot have a fake thumbprint of somebody else. So this mistaken identity, or faking a different identity, that does not fly right now. So he was able to do that back in the day. After 9/11, things really changed. Things really changed for immigration, for anybody who's trying to come here. It is very strict, you guys. Okay. So here's what I want to do before I get into that. Okay, because I am an immigrant. I understand, you know, different kind of visas. Okay, so he came in here with a visitor's visa. Visitor's visa, you're only allowed to stay in here for 3 months. If you want to continue, extend your stay, then you get to renew your visa. You're not guaranteed that it's gonna be renewed. Now, if my visa is I'm supposed to stay until March, and then I apply for a renewal or a extension for another 3 months. If they deny my visa, those days that I have remained in the US, while I was still renewing my visa, they are counted as illegal. Um, I was here in this country without a status. And so if it is 3 days, then 30 days, I'm not allowed to come back to America, right? If it is 3 months, that means, they go crazy like that, right? Like 3 days, it's supposed to be 3 months. Months are calculated to be years, right? And so it's very, very strict now. Anywho, he was able to go home in the 80s and then get a different passport. This is how corrupt it is. Get a different passport, comes back, then he's involved in different fraud, money fraud. This man he's lucky. I mean, back in the day, yeah, like can clearly see immigration was not that strict. Right now, you do that kind of bullshit, you're banned for life. You're not coming back to this country. Listen, it's not easy for Africans to come to this country. It's not easy. First of all, you have to go to that embassy, right? Once you get to that embassy, you're sweating like hell, all right? Because whoever is interviewing you, they don't care who is listening. They're shouting on their mic. If you're denied, and everybody sees you've been denied. I'm saying coming to America is like going to heaven. The embassies, first of all, the way they are secured. That's why, when you see Africans over here and they see people just, coming through the border, just, flowing in, we are like, we feel some type of way. But then again, if it was Africa that was so close to America, we'll be doing the same shit. All right. But anywho, um, so I'm just trying to explain how things have changed. All right. And that Posha's husband is not going anywhere. He's not gonna be deported. If he was gonna be deported, it would have happened long time ago. But he was just given a fine. Here's the thing: if you overstay your visa, okay, if you overstay your visa, you can either pay a fine or you can be told, okay, you're not allowed to be in this country for so long. Okay, now if you have the money like he does, he probably paid some fine, and that was taken care of. Him overstaying. I think what was not taken care of is him getting involved in this fraud. Whether it's bank or credit cards fraud. I think that is what has made him not get his citizenship. I don't know why he keeps fighting for citizenship. I mean, the guy is able to move around. He was just in Dubai. They went for their wedding in Nigeria. So clearly, he has legal status in this country. That's why he's doing his businesses. That's why you see him over here just having a good time, you guys. He's not bothered about anything that you guys are saying about him. He is happy Tuesday to all whoever overcame and persevered in life. You are winning. He sure did persevere. He overcame and he's persevered for sure. Listen, he's trying to fight the government in the law of social media. I don't know. Now, I don't know whether this was staged, whether it's because Porsche is coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta and now they want to give us a storyline. But trust me, I'm sure that Kenya Moore is going to be digging. It's going to be, so this is a young scammer. Neighborhood. This is from Neighborhood Talk. Neighborhood Talk is not, listen, court documents show Simon Gobadia is fighting for U.S. citizenship, but his crime-riddled past keeps getting him denied. Bank fraud, credit card fraud, identity fraud, fake marriages, and multiple felonies. He's not going to be the only one to go with fake marriages. Trust me. Africans will be doing many things just to get their citizenship. I don't blame him, yo. I don't blame him. The case arises of him. He overstayed his visitor's visa, like I told you guys. He was declared deportable and voluntarily deported. That's another thing. If you're gonna be deported and you decide, you know what, you guys don't have to deport me, I can go home by myself. That's a good thing for you, because if the American government is deporting you, they are using their resources, they're using their money. That is gonna be held against you. But if you say, you know what, I don't want to be deported. I just want to go home peacefully. That's a good thing for you. And I think that's what he did. All right. So he went home. He went home December 28th, 1985. Okay. First entered the US. So he came to the US August 11, 1982. He overstayed his visa. However, in 1985, he denied his application for adjustment of status. He was declared deportable and voluntarily departed. Okay. So he went home December 28th. Okay. He he went home December 28th. Okay. He then re-entered the United States in June of 1986. Okay. So he went home, stayed home for about 6 months, and he came back. He overstayed again the 6 months visitor's visa. That's the worst visa, I'm telling you. That's the worst visa you can have in this country, especially if you don't have money. Yo, you cannot do shit. You cannot do anything with visitor's visa. The only thing you can do is breathe and enjoy being in America. You cannot drive. You cannot drive. You cannot do anything with this visitor's visa. He was arrested. Okay, in September 87, petitioner was arrested for bank and credit fraud. The man was not able to work because he has a visitor's visa, so he had he had to look for ways and means and pleaded guilty to a felony offense. He was released in January 89 for unauthorized use of a vehicle and again in May 1990. Thereafter, the agency began removal proceedings. Oh gosh, the man. So clearly, he has been okay. 91 in 91, an immigration judge held a hearing and ordered petitioner to be deported. Petitioner was deported and physically removed from the United States in 92. Before his March 92 removal, however, on October 24, 1988, he used a different identity to seek temporary resident status under the Special Agricultural Worker Program. He also did not include his criminal history on his application. When his application was approved, oh my gosh, with the representations and omissions, he was given a registration card and a temporary resident on July 25th, 1991. Wow. Petitioner received his permanent residence card on April 27, 1992, 26 days after he had been deported under his other name. On December 2016, petitioner applied for naturalization under his second identity and was denied because his temporary residence status was unlawful granted. Yo. In December 31st, 2020, petitioner filed another application for naturalization. Following an interview with petitioner, immigration again denied his application, explained that he was ineligible because he had not been unlawfully admitted for the permanent residence. His temporary residence status, achieved through the SOP program and benefits, has been based on a different identity and a disqualified criminal inadmissibility that was willingly concealed. Petitioner requested a hearing on the decision. He filed an instant complaint in the court and asked the court to vacate the denial and remand with instructions to grant petitioner's application. Petitioner does not express request a hearing on the. Mm, 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 mm. So his green card does not even have his legal name. His green card has a different name. That's ridiculous. That's dangerous because then they can always revoke it. I'm not a lawyer. I've just been an immigrant in this country, and I've gone through all those stages. Not fraud, but I can understand a little thing here and there. I just don't understand. Wow, he must. I tell you this. He must have very good lawyers who understand all these loopholes. That's why his green card has not been revoked. Because if you acquired your green card in a fraudulent manner, trust and believe, they can revoke it just based on that. So he must have very good lawyers who have been able to use all these loopholes to have him continue living in this country lawfully, do business, but move back and forth clearly, and be a husband to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm telling you. the Nigerians. I remain your girl, mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Subscribe. Bye, everybody.